This video is sponsored by Edukaji. For more free SPM video, log on to Edukaji site. The link is in the description below.
Hi guys, my name is Terry. In this video, I'm going to go through the Additional Mathematics SPM 2021 Paper 2. Okay, so let's begin. This is equation 1, this is equation 2, this is equation 3. So we're going to get rid of either x, y, or z. I personally prefer to use elimination. You can use substitution, right? So if you notice, right, this is 4, 2, 1. The LCM is 4. If you look at your y, the LCM is 1, 3, 1. LCM is 3. If you want to get rid of z, right, you look at z, the LCM is 2, 1, 1, which is 2. So I think the smaller one, or the smallest one, is z here. So I would start by getting rid of z. Okay, maybe we start taking equation 2 and equation 3, add together. Why do I add together? Because I have positive z. Now you see, when you add together, you get 0. So minus 2x plus x is minus x. Then 3y plus minus 2y, minus 1y is 2y. Z plus minus z is 0. 8 minus half. Maybe I can write this as 7.5 or 15 over 2. Equation 1. Then I take equation 4. Let's take equation 2 times 2. Why? Because I want to get 2y. This 2y here, this 2y. Remember, when I solve them simultaneously or by elimination, I must involve all three equations. I've done equation 2 and 3. I must take equation 1. Either you solve 1 and 3 or 1 and 2. Here I solve 1 and 2. I take equation 2, I times 2 to get 2z. Okay, so when I times 2, I get minus 4x plus 6y plus 2z. 8 times 2 is 16. Call this equation 5. Now, let us subtract. Take equation 1 minus equation 5. So the more I subtract, 4x minus 4x is 8x. 2y minus 6y is negative 5y. 2z minus 2z is 0. 0 minus 16. Negative 16. Equation number 6. Okay, in this case, right, I look at it. My LCM is 1 and 8. 1 and 8, we take A. Yeah. You have 2 and 5, which is 10. So I think y is a bit longer. I will take equation 4, I times 8. So I get minus 8x plus 16y. 15 over 2 times 8. 15 over 2 when you times 8, cancel that with 4. 15 times 4 is 60, equation number 7. So from here, we can add them up, right? So what do you get here? Equation number 6 plus 7, 6, 7, you get 0. This is 11y. This will be 44, right? 44 divided by 11, y is 4. Then you sub inside equation. Which equation would you want to use? Equation 1 also can, equation 2 also can. But I think if you equation 4 or equation 6, I think I take equation 4. Your y is 4. 15 over 2. This is 8, right? So 8 I bring over. 15 over 2 minus 8. 7.5 minus 8 is negative 1 over 2. Correct? What's your x? X is just half. So I've got my x, I got my y. I need to find my z. I just sub inside any equation. Maybe we take equation number 2. Your x is half. Your y is 4. I find my z. This is 12 minus 1, which is 11. Your z is 8 minus 11, negative 3. Yep. Okay, next one. Question number 2. This is Form 4, Chapter 4, Indices, Surds, and Logarithm. So the question is surd square root of 0.25 a surd? Justify your answer, right? Okay, 0.25. Can we square root? Okay, either you square root first or you change to fraction. For me, I change to fraction first. 1 over 4. Can you square root 1 over 4? Yes, 1 over 2. So is this a surd? Answer is no, it's not a surd. Not a surd. Why? Because what? It can be written as what? We call it what? It can be written as a rational number. Okay? Because you can square root it. So a rational number is a number you can write in fraction, m over n. So this one you can write as a rational number. So it's not a set. Okay, right. Okay, second one, B. I think part A is quite easy. 1 mark. Yeah, just simplify it. B a bit more difficult. You're supposed to prove this formula for changing base of logarithm. So in a way, you got to remember the sequence. Everybody, we start by letting log base a b equals to an unknown. Maybe I call it m formulation. Okay. Now this is in logarithm form. I want to change to index form. We write a to the power of m equals to b. Then I'm going to introduce log on both sides. Let us introduce log base c on the left, log base c on the right. Then I bring the power m in front. So your m log base ca is log base cb. What is m? Log base cb divided by log base ca. Now, your m originally is this. Log base ab, we write log base c here, divide by log base c here, b stays on top, a stays down. Guys, I've proven this already. Yeah, it's not difficult, just that you need to remember how to start and the steps involved. Okay, all right. Now, next, we're going to express this as a single logarithm in base 3. When they say hence, right, hence you need to use a result. That means you're going to use this formula to change the base. You can see that this is base 3. The other one is base 9. So we always change to a smaller base. Change to base 3. Change to base 3. Remember, this 9 is the original base. K is the original number. Original number stays on top. 9 stays down. Okay. Now, what is log base 3 9? 9 is what? 3 power 3. So maybe I do slowly. I write 3 here, power 3. Sorry, 3 power 2, not 3 power 3. 3 power 2. The power 2 you bring in front. Now, we know log 3 has a value of 1, right? Log 3 is 1, or log AA is 1. You all know this, right? So we can just write this as 1 over 2 log base 3k. You can write divide by 2. I prefer to take it out, write it as half. And we know from this laws of logarithm, third law, if I have log base ax to the power of m, the power m you can bring in front, right? So, but now you're not bringing in front, you're bringing it back up. I'm going to bring this back up. So this is log base 3h plus log base 3k power half, or you can write this as square root. Yeah, power half is square root. Now, also in laws of logarithm, plus combined becomes what? Plus combined becomes multiply. So you have log base 3h square root k. Yeah. Okay, moving on to question number 3. This is from 4 chapter 1 function. The given diagram shows a relation of 3 sets. Find gx, f2x, and fnx. Okay, so let's start by finding gx. Okay, now I hope you understand this. This diagram, this one means what? What is this? This is from x mapped onto x plus 2, meaning my fx is x plus 2. This 3x minus 4, guys, please don't misunderstand. People tend to think this is gx. This is not gx. You're mapping from x all the way to this 3x minus 2. So what is this? This is your composite function of what? Gfx. Gfx means fx happens first, followed by gx. Fx happens first, followed by gx. Okay? So we begin by letting the function inside becomes y. Your gy is now 3x minus 4. Yeah, your gy is now 3x minus 4. Okay, guys, we're finding gx. If you want to find gx, I must first find gy. So to gy, I go back to my fx. What's your fx? Your fx is x plus 2. Remember, if you want to find gy, you must change all this to y. Question is, 1x equals how many y? You go back to your fx. Your fx is x plus 2 is now y. Your x is now y minus 2. Okay. So take this x, sub inside here. My gy is therefore 3 of y minus 2 minus 4. That gives us 3y minus 6 minus 4, which is 3y minus 10. If your gy is 3y minus 10, your gx is 3x minus 10. Okay. I'm using substitution method. Now, some students may prefer to use the inverse method. Go ahead. You can also use the inverse method. Yeah. All right. That is part A. Part B, you're finding f2x. So what is f2x? f2x means you're putting fx inside fx. What is my fx? X plus 2. Put x plus 2 inside x plus 2. Okay, picture this. F bracket is bracket plus 2. If today I put x plus 2 here, I need to substitute x plus 2 here. So it looks like this, x plus 2 plus 2, which gives us x plus 4. Okay? Now, then you're supposed to find f and x. Okay, maybe we have to do a few to get the pattern, because some people cannot see. Fx is x plus 2. F2x is f plus x plus 4. So what is f3x? Let me do f3x first. F3x means you're putting f2x inside fx. You can also put fx inside f2x, the other way around, okay? Now, what's my f2? My f2 is x plus 4. I take this, I put inside my fx. Okay, let me show you here. I just want to change this to x plus 2. If I put x plus 4, this becomes x plus 4. So it looks like this, x plus 4 plus 2 equals x plus 6. So I'm going to use what we call mathematical induction method. We write down, or we list down a first few terms, then we can come up with a general conclusion. So let's begin with f1x. You can see it is x plus 2. f2x is x plus 4. But instead of writing 4, right, I'm going to write 2 times 3. But it's not complete, so I'm going to put a 1 here. If I have f3x, I know it's going to be x plus 6. Instead of writing 6, I put 2 times 3. Now, with that, we can find f and x. What is f and x? X plus 2 times n. Yes? Question number 4, this is quadratic function from 4 chapter 2. So, diagram shows the curve quadratic function fx and gx, which intersect the x-axis at two same point. So, when they intersect the same point here, means they share the same roots. So, the first thing is find the value of k. Now, starting from here, your fx equals to x minus 3 squared plus k. You notice that you're given this coordinate. What is this? This is my y-intercept. So, y-intercept happens when x is 0. So, we can sub in 0, 5. Meaning, your fx is 5 when my x is 0. Can we find k? So this is 5 equals to minus 3 squared is 9. 9 plus k. What's your k? 5 minus 9. K is negative 4. Okay? That's your part A. Now next I want to find the value of m. How to find m? Well, m belongs to the second function. But what is the relationship between the first function and second function? Like I said just now, they intersect at the same point. So if they intersect at the same x-axis, they must have the same roots. So the first thing, you can actually use SOR-PUR, guys. You can actually use SOR-PUR without finding the roots. Okay, so maybe I do it this way. We know at x-axis, guys, at x-axis, what is 0? Your y is 0. Your y or fx is 0. So this equation fx, right, is x minus 3 squared plus k equals 0. Okay? Right. So I'm going to expand the bracket. X squared minus 6x plus 9 plus k equals 0. Okay, you can do SOR, you can do PUR, up to you. Sorry, I know my k already, right, guys? So I think no need to do that. I already know my k, right? Yeah, so my k is what? 5, right? So this one is k is -4. Sorry, k is -4. So I think we can -4 x squared minus 6x plus 5. Okay, then maybe we factorize it. No need to do SOR because we already have the exact equation. They are all in numbers, right? No need to use SOR. Factorize is easier, right? Find out the roots. X, 5, 1, minus. So the roots are 1 and 5, meaning this is 1, this is 5. Now, like I said, they share the same roots. If they share the same roots, means what? This point here, I can sub in 1, 0. Or maybe I just write G, what? Can I write G? G1 equals 0. You can put G5 equals 0, okay? Meaning when your x is 1, the whole function is 0. So let's substitute inside -3 times 1 squared m minus 4 times 1 minus 15 equals 0. So this m minus 4, I cannot do anything, leave it first. -3 minus 15 is -18, correct? Right? This is 22, right? M is 22. Okay? Now that I know my value of m, they say this is b part 1, b part 2. Hence, find the coordinate maximum point by using the method of completing the square, by completing the square. So now that I know m is 22, you can sub inside. Your gx is now -3x squared. M is 22, so you put a 22 minus 4x minus 15. 22 minus 4 is 18. Okay? Remember, before you complete the square, you need to make sure the coefficient of x squared is 1. If it's not 1, we have to factorize it. We take out -3, left with x squared. 18 divide -3 is -6. Keep the 15 outside. Next, I'm going to take half of -6. Okay, we are going to add -6 divided by 2. We square it, then you minus it off. Close the bracket, -15, we keep at the back. So next, we're going to combine this into a single fraction, x minus 3 squared. 3 squared is 9. Keep 15 at the back. This -3, I'm going to write like this. I'm going to times inside, yeah? So when I times in, it's going to be x minus 3 squared. -3 times -9 is positive 27. You minus 15. You get -3 of x minus 3 squared plus 12. This is 12. Okay, so guys, I got my gx in vertex form. Okay, haven't finished yet. The question asks you to find coordinate of your maximum point. So what's your maximum? Now we know your a is less than 0. So your gx has a maximum. And the maximum is the one outside the bracket. In this case, what do you see? 12, right? It can only be 12 when the one inside the bracket 0, x is 3. So your coordinate of your maximum point, coordinate we write x followed by y, your x is 3, your y is 12, answer is 3, 12. So this is Form 5, Chapter 6, a trigonometric function. All right, let me just maximize this first. Okay, you're supposed to prove that 2 cotangent square sine square A is 1 plus cos 2A. Now, when it comes to proving trigo identity, we always start with the side that's a bit more complicated. I think we start from the left-hand side. Right, some people may say, can I start from right? Yeah, you can actually start from right as well. But I think in this case, left-hand side is easier. Cotangent itself is cos over sine. But because there's a square, right? I write cos square over sine square. There is another sine square A. Now, cotangent is cos over sine. There's a sine. These two we can cancel. So that gives us what? That gives us 2 cos square A. Now, sometimes you don't know what to do. You curi tengok right hand side, where curi tengok is actually legal. It's not illegal. You know that cos2a formula. You're going to use cos2a. Cos2a, right, has three versions. The first version is cos square a minus sine square. Second version is 2 cos square a minus 1. Third version is 1 minus 2 sine square. And all these three are given in SPM. Yeah, all three are given in exam. So which version do I use? Version number 2. Why? Because there's a 2 cos square a here. See that not? I need to use version number 2. But then you notice there's a 1 in front of your cos2a. So you kind of have to first minus 1 and then plus 1. You create a minus 1 because I want to use this formula. You plus 1 to balance out. Yeah, it's like accounting, right? You take money out from here, you must put it back there. Debit and credit. Right? So this one you put together, you get cos2a plus 1. But you see the final answer, they put 1 in front. So let's write 1 plus cos2a, and there you go, that's your right hand side. Okay, that is A Roman 1. Okay, Roman 2, hence solve this equation. Okay, to solve this equation, we use the result from part A. So your part A, you already have this whole thing equals to 1 plus cos2a. You let it be half. So the half and 1 you subtract, you get negative half. All right. And from here, right, I want to solve this. Okay, to solve this, we can use our calculator. Guys, I need to go out from here. I use my calculator. Show you this calculator. Now, calculator here, we use radian mode, shift menu, because the question wants us to give answer in radian. See, this is radian, right? So we take radian mode, shift cos 1 over 2. You should get 1 over 3 pi. So 2a has a reference angle of pi over 3, 1 over 3 pi. Okay, another thing to take note is that the question gave us a in this range. A is between 0 and 2 pi, but this is 2a. So if you multiply by 2, your answer will be 0 to 4 pi. 0 to 4 pi means you have to consider how many answers, how many solutions, how many circle or cycle we call it. 2. We start from 0 here. This is pi. This is 2 pi. This is 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi. I know a lot of people are not familiar with pi. 1 pi is 180, right? So 1 complete cycle is 360 or 2 pi. 2 complete cycle is 720 or 4 pi. But cos, remember ASTC? All science teacher crazy? Yeah. Cos is negative. Cos is positive quadrant 1 and 4. C for cos. Positive here. Cos is negative quadrant 2 and 3. So if it's quadrant 2, we draw this. Quadrant 3 is here. Quadrant 2, quadrant 3. So how do you actually calculate this? This is your power tree. This is your power tree. If I want to calculate from here to here, what must I do? In degree, we say 180 minus. In radian, we say pi minus. Right, that's your first answer. Now your second answer, you should come from here up to this part, quadrant 3 here. So in degree, we say 180 plus. In radian, we say pi plus, right? Now, the second cycle, we start from 2 pi. So this is 2 pi what? This is 2 pi, right? 2 pi, this one is 3 pi. So we go 3 pi minus. You're going backwards, so it's 3 pi minus your reference angle. And the last one, this is 3 pi plus. Okay, 3 pi plus. So whatever I'm getting here, please divide by 2. Okay, you can use your calculator, but when you type this in your calculator, don't type in the pi. So it's like 1 minus 1 over 3. Do you need to do this? 1 minus 1 over 3 pi. Then you divide by 2. So it's just 1 over 3, right? Yeah, you're finding A, guys, you're going to divide by 2. So when I divide by 2, I get 1 over 3 pi. First answer is 1 over 3 pi. Second one is 3 plus 1, 4 over 3 divided by 2, 2 over 3 pi. You cannot do mentally, use your calculator. Just change the minus here to plus. Okay, 2 over 3. Next one is 3 times 3, 9, 9 minus 1 is 8, 8 over 3 divided by 2, 4 over 3 pi. 3 times 3 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 divided by 2, 5 over 3 pi. So all of these are in pi radian. Okay. Next, we're going to sketch the graph of 1 plus modulus 3 cos 3 over 2a. Okay, it looks very complicated because there's a lot of function involved. Now, let's begin by, I draw for you the basic graph. The basic graph of cos, how does it look like? Like this. 0 to 2 pi. Maximum 1, minimum -1. Now, number 2, what happens if I have a 3 in front? If you have a 3 in front, your amplitude is 3, maximum 3, minimum -3. Okay? Number 3, what if I have cos 3 over 2? Yeah, this is okay one. You can learn. The graph of trigo is not too difficult. Not too difficult, huh? Yeah. For law student, the proving part difficult. Yeah, the graph is okay. So this one is 1.5 cycle. Remember, one cycle goes down and up. One cycle got 4 quadrants. This is 1.5 cycle. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. One cycle, right? Do a bit more. Half. Half is, that means you have 6 quadrants, 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 2 pi. Next, haven't finished yet? I need to modulus. So what happened when you modulus? Modulus means what? Everything that's negative, flip up becomes positive. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. This is one cycle. 1, 2. So this is 3. Okay. This is 2 pi. I'm doing one by one. You see, I'm doing one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is y equals modulus 3 cos 3 over 2a. Okay, lastly, notice there is a 1 in front. If there is a 1 in front, what do I do? I need to shift the graph up by 1. So this one I draw a bigger version. The rest are all like preliminary. I do step by step to help you to understand. Okay, so draw this nicely. And remember, now they want you to use, when you draw your graph, please use ruler for the axis. You cannot simply use freehand. You need to use ruler. Okay, so when I shift up by 1, my maximum is now 4. Okay, so I draw a bit bigger here. Maximum is 4. Minimum is 1. Dotted line here. And you need to divide into 6 parts. 6 subsegment. 6 parts here. This is your A. Right? So we start from here. Okay. You notice I like to put all the points here so that when I plot it, I can plot it accurately. Without a point, sometimes you tend to miss out. This is your Y. Draw down, up, touch this point, come back down, up, touch this point, come back down, up, and touch here. Okay, so this is 2 pi. You can subdivide it into, like the first one, I take 2 pi divided by 6. When you divide by 6, you get pi over 3. So this is 2 pi over 3, 3 pi over 3, 4 pi over 3, 5 pi over 3, 6 pi over 3 is 2 pi. That's it. My graph is done. This is the graph 1 plus modulus 3 cos 3 over 2 a. That's it. Okay, question number 6. This is from 4 chapter 8 vectors. Okay, sorry, once again. So diagram shows a triangle BOA, straight line OA, OX, BY intersect at B. It is given that OA is 4A. AX is B. Okay, maybe I label AX first. This is B, right? 3BX is 2BA. Okay, so what do you understand by this? 3BX is 2BA. Maybe we write BX is 2 over 3BA. So your BA is the whole thing, right? Or should I write in ratio form? BX, BA is 2 is to 3. That means BA is 3, BX is 2. That means, guys, this is 2BA. Can we do it this way, straight away? I straight away map it on my diagram so that I can read directly from my diagram. You understand this, right? Bx is 2 to 3. So this is 2. This whole thing is 3. Right? So I can surely say that this is 2b. All right, next. I'm also given this OY is 3/4 of OA. That means this is 3, this is 1. Correct? So what's your OY? Your OY, should I write this nicely for you? Wait. Maybe I write this whole thing. Bx, if you want, Bx is twice of Ax, right? Twice of Ax. Therefore, Bx is 2b. Okay? I get this from this ratio. Okay, next, how do you find your OY? OY is 3/4 of OA. OA is 4A, so therefore this is 3A. This one is 3A. This one I label as 1A, or just A. Okay, I like to label everything from the diagram, so I can just look at the diagram and read directly. Okay, now next, I want to express OX in terms of A and B. So how do you go from O to X? In the diagram, OX is what? O to A to X. Now, guys, nowadays they want you to write the triangular rule. That means you cannot just write 4A plus B. You must write O to A to B, A to X, right? O to A is 4A, A to X is B. That is your first part. Okay, second part, how about BY? How do you go from B to Y? Okay, look at the diagram. BY is B to A plus A to Y. B to A, I'm going this direction down. Maybe I use a different color. You can see B to A is here, right? Minus 3B, then minus 1A. So let us write minus 3B minus 1A. Okay, I got my BY. Next, OP equals to lambda OX. OP equals to lambda OX. You're given lambda is a constant. Find BP PY. Now, this is an indirect way. I want you to know that OP lambda BX. Okay, let me rub this off. Where's OP? OP is this lambda OX. So this ratio is lambda. Then they give us the other one. The other one is what? BP PY. BP is here. PY is this. So I'm not going to find BP PY first. I'm going to call this mu. Use another symbol, right? So, okay, let me start by writing OP equals lambda OX. What is your OX? We know OX from the first part here. See, I got OX already, right? So take this, put inside 4A plus B, multiply inside 4 lambda A plus lambda B. Okay, I got my OP. And we do the same for the second one. Now, the second one, I need to start by letting BP equals to mu BY. Now, I know some people may say, Terry, why don't you use BP equals mu PY? I don't want to use mu PY because if you want to use mu PY, right? Let's say BP equals mu PY, you still need BY. So if you want to use BY, right, then it's going to be harder because it's going to be like this is mu, this is 1. Then BP is mu over mu plus 1 BY. I need to link to BY. Why? Kenapa? Because I already have BY here. I want to use BY. I don't use BY. So it's actually better to use BP equals to mu BY. After you find your mu, you can actually find this ratio. BP PY we can find from mu. It's not mu, but it can find from mu. Okay? All right. Now, your BP is mu BY. BY we got from here. Minus 3B minus A. You can times inside. Minus 3 mu A minus 3 mu B. Okay, question. I got my OP. I got my BP. Question, how to link them together? Hey, look at my diagram here, guys. The pink line, the green line How can I link them together? Maybe I use the orange line. What is this? BO. Can you link them together? Can I? Yeah. 3 mu. Okay, I made a mistake here. Sorry. 3a. Not 3. There's no 3 in front. Sorry, it's mu minus mu a. Thank you. So we know to link them together, right? You can use maybe I use BP. BP equals to BO plus OP. Okay, BP equals to BO plus OP. BO plus OP equals BP. So BP already have minus mu A minus 3 mu B. BO is, how do you find BO? BO is BA plus AO and then OP. BA we know, right? BA is this one, guys. Negative 3B. Negative 3B, then negative 4A. Yeah, a negative because it's going in the opposite direction. So let me write this down. Wait. Negative 3B, negative 4A. What's my OP? My OP is here. This one is 4 lambda A plus lambda B. Group them together. Group all the A together. So it's 4 lambda minus 4A plus lambda minus 3 bracket B. So I can now compare. So what we need is to compare coefficient of x with coefficient of x. Yeah, the number in front of x. So when you compare, your minus mu is 4 lambda minus 4. You can leave out, you can make mu as a subject, times the negative over is 4 minus 4 lambda, equation 1. Then you compare vector b. Okay, so yeah, have a look at b. B is this one. Compare with this one. So what do you get? Minus 3 mu equals to lambda minus 3. But for me, right, I want to get rid of lambda. I don't want lambda because I want to find mu. Mu is the one that helped me to find this ratio. So I will make lambda as a subject, 3 minus 3 mu, equation number 2. So from here, I'm going to sub equation 2 inside equation 1. Your mu is 4 minus 4. Your lambda is 3 minus 3 mu. Expand the bracket, 12 mu. I can bring this is 8, right? Throw negative 8, throw to the left is 8. The other one is 11. Mu is 8 over 11. Okay, what is my mu? Mu is this BP by. So let me write here. BP is 8 over 11 by. BP by is 8 is to 11. BP by has a ratio of 8 to 11. But guys, I'm not finding BP by. BP by is this. Okay, this is 8, right? This is 8. The whole thing is what? 11. So what's your PY? PY has to be 3, right? 11 minus 8 equals to 3. So your BP by is 8 is to 3. Yes? Continue, huh? Right, this is what chapter? Form 5, chapter 4. Sorry, chapter 3. Integration, not chapter 4, chapter 3. You're given gradient function. Gradient function is basically your dy dx, okay? So you're given your dy dx, and your dy dx is 2x minus 2. You're finding equation of the curve. Okay, now I'm doing this with part B in mind, because right, part B they say the graph have to be shifted to the 1 unit to the left, find a new equation, right? So when this one is something related to Form 4 chapter 2. You know Form 4 chapter 2? Shift to the left. That means you change your axis of symmetry. So when you change your axis of symmetry, right, you basically have to give your answer in what form? Vertex form. Do you know that? Like for example, this is a graph. Maybe x minus 3 plus 5. This is 3, 5. 3 to the right, 5 up. You shift to the right, shift to the left, you change your axis of symmetry. So I'm doing this with the n in mind because I prefer when I want to find my equation of the curve, right? Okay, I would factorize the two. I will factorize the two. Why? When you integrate, I'm using composite function, because when you use composite function, right, you will get this in vertex form. Increase the power by 1, divide by the increased power, differentiate inside the bracket plus c. Remember this? So your y is x minus 1 squared plus c. Now, guys, not to say you cannot do like this. You can. You absolutely can do it this way. This will be what? X squared divided by 2 minus 2x plus c, right? You can do it this way. Okay? But like I said, this is better for part B. Then I'm going to sub in the coordinate. What's the coordinate? It passes through point minus 2, minus 7. Minus 2, minus 7. Your y is minus 7. Your x is minus 2. So this is 9, right? Minus 7 equals to 9 plus c. What's your c? C is negative 16. Your equation of the curve is this. Okay, for those who use this, right, you know what you will get if you sub in? You will get, let me see, you will get y equals to x squared minus 2x, 1 minus 16 minus 15. So both are accepted, okay? But I prefer the first one. All right, B. If the curve is moved 1 unit to the left, find the new equation of curve. Hence, find the volume generated when the region is revolved 180 about y-axis. Okay, so maybe it's better to do a sketch. Number one, originally the graph looks like this, right? Sorry, minus 16. Sorry, minus 16 is below. So you go like this. Okay, this is 1 minus 16. Correct? So when you shift to the left to the right, everybody, to the left by 1. So when you shift to the left by 1, what happened? The graph will look exactly like this, right in the middle. Yes. This will be negative 16, 0, 0, this is y. So what happened to the equation? You know, before this, your axis of symmetry is at 1, which is true, right? This one? Yes. When you shift the left by 1, what happened to your equation? Your equation will be y equals to x squared minus 16. That's all. Because your axis of symmetry is now 0. It's now vertically at y-axis. Okay, right? Now, next, find the volume when the region bounded by the curve. Okay, I'm going to highlight this. This is your curve. Region bounded by the curve. The x-axis. Where's the x-axis? Here. So where's the region? Your region is this. Remember I taught you guys this. I did mention that there's a difference between 180 degree and 360 degree rotation. So if you view from the top right, what do you see? You see a thin line like this, but then your axis is in the middle. My question is, how many degrees must I rotate to get a complete solid? No, you don't need 360. You know why? Okay, picture this. If the area is this, I need 360. Why? When I do 360, this point will go one whole round and come back. I get a complete solid. But when the region is double, I don't need 360. I need 180. Why? 180, this one go where? Go here. Where's the other point? This point over here, right? When I rotate, it will go to this side. So 180 degree rotation is sufficient to generate the whole volume. Why does it matter? Because some people, they go and take half of your integration. No, you don't have to put half. You integrate as usual. Because the area is double. When the area is double, 180 degree rotation is enough to get the whole solid. If you put half in front, then it's wrong. Yeah, you're only taking half of the solid. So what's the formula again? Integrate pi x squared dy. Please make x squared as a subject. X squared is y plus 16. So I'm going to put y plus 16 inside dy. My limit is from minus 16 to 0. I'll take out my pi, integrate, copy my bracket, increase the power by 1. I'm using composite function. Divide by the increased power, differentiate inside the bracket. Lower limit negative 16, upper limit 0. Okay, let's take out the 2, put 0 inside. 0 plus 16 square minus negative 16 plus 16 square. This is going to be 0. 16 square is 256. 256 divided by 2, 128 pi unit cube. This is from 5 chapter 2 differentiation. Yeah, how do you know? When you look at the question, ask you maximum, minimum, rate of change. Yeah, you see rate of change, approximation, we know it's differentiation. Okay, now diagram shows trapezium PQRST, right? And let me see. Okay, and you're given let's say TR first. We label TR is 26. The length from here to here is 26. QS is X. SR is 2X. If SR is 2X, right? So what's the length from here to here? What's your TS? 26 minus 2X. Okay. State the area of PQRST in terms of X. Oh, be careful because when you look at diagram, we tend to take the area of trapezium. I myself, when I look at this, I thought, okay, find area of trapezium. But they're not asking for trapezium. They're asking for what? PQRST is what? Rectangle, right? So you're supposed to state the area rectangle. Okay, the area rectangle not difficult. Formula for area is length times breadth. Length times breadth. Your area is 26x minus 2x squared. Okay, there you go. That's your A in terms of x. Okay, next, find the maximum area. Now we know maximum minimum happens when what is 0? Your dA dx is 0. So to help you to understand, right? Today, if I were to draw the graph of A versus X, it looks like this. It's a quadratic. You have a maximum. The maximum happens when the gradient is 0. Now, it can also have a minimum, right? Minimum also happens when it's the lowest point, right? But in this case, obviously the question already says maximum, right? So we know the gradient must be 0. So differentiate this, you get 26 minus 4x. Maximum happens, dA dx is 0. We bring over 4x is 26. X is 13 divided by 2. You can write 6.5. Take this x value, sub inside your A. That will give us the maximum value, 26, 13 over 2 minus 2, 13 over 2 square. All right. Sorry, I need to use my calculator here. Let's go back to this. Right. Let's go back to my calculator here. Take, you can write 13 over 2, press equal. It'll be saved as an answer in your calculator. So I press 26 answer minus 2 answer square. That would be easier doing the type so many steps. 169 over 2, or in mixed number fraction 84.5. Yeah, you can write 84.5, no problem. This is in cm, so it's square cm. All right, that is A Roman 2. Okay, part B. Given that the rate of change of area is 36. Okay, rate of change of area is dA dt. This is 36. When x is set 5, calculate the length of QS after 3 seconds. Okay, so this is not so direct. We call this connected rate of change. I'm given dA dt. What can I find? I can find dx dt. So I put a dx here. I put a dt here. I put a dA and dA. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, why dx? Well, because you're finding the length of QS. Length of QS is what? What is QS? Look, QS is your x, right? You're finding x, right? Okay. So you need to go back to your dA dx, which is this one. And you sub x is what? What's your x? Square root 5. So maybe I sub first x equals to square root 5. I find my dA dx. So 26 minus 4 times square root 5. Okay, you can change the decimal first if you want. Okay, we put dt below because we're finding rate. You're finding rate. This is rate of change of dt in this case is per second. But because you need to calculate the length after 3 seconds. So you find 1 second increase how many? Your x increase by how many per second? And then we count after 3 seconds. Okay, so maybe I do this first. I do my dx dt. This is dA dx, but this one is dx dA. So you do a 1 over 26 minus 4 square root 5. I multiply by my dA dt. My dA dt is 36. Okay, this is not a nice number. It's in surd form. Let us take 36, divide 26 minus 4 sub 5. Change to decimal. 2.111. Maybe I write 2.11. Yeah, 2.111. Okay, now what does this mean? That means every second the length increased by 2.111 cm. You want to find what is the length after 3 seconds. But you need to start from the initial length. Initially, it's like guys, it's like y equals mx plus c. Do you know what's y equals mx plus c? C is your starting point. You start from c. What is m? Rate of change. Every 1 unit increment in x, you increase by m. So you increase by 3 times, like this. Okay, so you can use this concept. That is, you want to find the new length, the final value of x. The initial value of x is what? Square root 5. What is your rate of change? 2.11. You increase by 2.11 every second. After 3 seconds, you must times 3. After 3 seconds, right? You start from square root 5. You increase by 2.11. Every second, increase by 2.1. After 3 seconds, you increase by 2.11 3 times. So it's surd 5 plus 2.111 times 3. Answer 8.569. 8.569. So a little bit different from what you guys have been doing. Okay, normally we just find rate of change of x. That's it, full stop. But now you're finding what is the length of x after 3 seconds. So you take the initial value plus the rate times the time, the duration. Okay. All right, that is part B. Part C is okay. It's quite easy, quite direct. Approximate change of the area. Approximate change of the area means delta A. You're finding delta A. You're given that x changes from 2 to 1.98. Okay, that means your delta x is what? Take the final minus initial negative 0.02. Yeah, that's your delta x. Okay, I know my delta x. I'm finding my delta A. So I must first find dA dx. Right? dA dx when x is what? When x is 2. Always use the initial value. Sub inside here. So it's 26 minus 4 times 2. 26 minus 8, 18. So we know if your delta x is small, delta A over delta x is approximately the same as dA dx. So your delta x is negative 0.02. dA dx is 18. Multiply over negative 0.36. Is that right? Yeah, you can write the unit if you want, but I think no need. Unit is in cm square, right? Square cm. Okay. Question number 9, this is Form 4, Chapter 7, Coordinate Geometry. So diagram shows triangle A, B, C, and CDE. Straight line AE intersect line BD. Okay, AE intersect BD here at point C. C is a midpoint. BC, CD is 2 to 3. This is 2, this is 3. So find the coordinate of point D. Okay, we start by finding point C. C is the midpoint of AB. So it is going to give us 3 plus 7 divided by 2. 2 plus minus 6 divided by 2. Answer is 5 minus 2. Okay, C is 5 minus 2. So next, we're going to use the ratio formula, the nx1 on x2 n plus n to find the coordinate point D. Remember, when you use the formula, the most important thing is that the ratio and the coordinate must be opposite. For example, this is your m, this is your n, right? So 3, you must multiply with negative 1. 2, you must multiply by x. Okay, make sure you multiply in opposite direction. So let's begin now. I write down point C first, 5 minus 2. Okay, can you see? Oh, wait, let me move this a bit. Okay, so we take n, which is 3, u times negative 1, 2, u times x, total ratio 2 plus 3. Then 3 times negative 8, followed by 2 times y, total ratio 2 plus 3. So your 5 equals minus 3 plus 2x over 5, and minus 2 equals minus 24 plus 2y over 5. So when you multiply over this is 25, right? 25 plus 3 is 28. 28 divided by 2 is 14. Minus 10 is minus 24 plus 2y. 2y is 14. 14 divided by 2, y is 7. So therefore, what's your coordinate of point D? Answer 14, 7. Okay. Now that we know point D, can I find area of triangle CDE? Right? I know this is 14, 7, CDE. So let us use the formula. Okay, sorry, this is only part 1. This is not part 2. This is still part 1. Part 2 is the area. Use the formula half. So if I start with C, write 5 minus 2, D 14, 7, E 7 minus 6. Repeat the first step. Okay, so we are going to multiply downwards minus multiply upwards. So the first one is 5 times 7, 14 minus 6, 7 minus 2, minus 2, 14, 7, 7, minus 6, 5. Okay, so this one, we can count one shot. Okay, sorry, I need to use my calculator, right? Yeah, when I use my calculator, I zoom out. So, okay, this is 35. Then minus 24, right? This is 24, right? Minus 14. This is minus 28. Plus 49. Minus 30. So guys, this answer is 6. So half of 6 is what? 3. Very small value, huh? Okay, did I make a mistake somewhere? I feel I made a mistake. 5, 7, 35, 14. Oh, okay. 14, 6 is 42. This one. Not 24, 42. Very small value. Then 14, 28, 49, and 30. Okay, this one is 12. 7, 6. Okay, not 42 lah. 14 times 6 is 84. 14 times 3 is 42. So it's 54. Half of 54. Now we treat this like a modulus. So answer is 27. Because your area cannot be negative, so we take positive. Yeah, positive 27. Okay. All right. Now next, B. Point B moves such that along the circumference of a circle with diameter AB. Okay, so look at the diagram again. Your AB is your diameter. Okay, let me rub off all these things. Can I have space to draw a circle? Let me use my circle. Sorry, I go back to this one. This is a circle. AB is a diameter. So it must pass through AB, like this. Okay, now we don't know whether it will pass through C or not. Okay, the question asks us to form equation of locus, right? Equation of locus of P such that AB is a diameter. Okay, actually there are 2 ways to do it. Number one, some people, they go and find the center of the circle. They go and find the center. After they find the center, they go and find the distance A and the center. Then they use constant distance from a fixed point. Okay, I'm here to teach you another method, which is you're using constant 90 degree. Do you know in circle theorem, you learn this in Form 3, angle subtended at the center is 180. Angle subtended circumference is always what? 90. So if let's say this is point B, this is point A, your locus is P. P always move around the circle such that it forms a diameter, it has a diameter AB. So we can say the gradient AP times gradient PB is always -1. Okay, I'm using this perpendicular, it's easier. So your P is a moving point, xy, so use y minus y1, your y1 is 2. I'm using this coordinate, point A, x minus x1. PB will be y minus minus 8, x minus minus 1. The result is -1. So let me simplify this. Times over y minus 2, y plus 8 equals negative, x minus 3, x plus 1. Now, I don't want to expand first. I like to put it together before I expand. Throw all the x to the same side. X minus 3 followed by x plus 1, and you plus with y minus 2, y plus 8, the result is 0. Expand the bracket, x squared minus 2x minus 3, y squared plus 6y minus 16. Okay, can we put it together? X squared, y squared, minus 2x, 6y, minus 3 minus 16 is minus 19. There you go, that's your equation of locus. Okay, now we don't know whether this locus of P will pass through C. On my diagram, doesn't look like pass through C, but we cannot use a diagram. You must show by calculation. So to show that by calculation, what we do is we take this coordinate point C, we sub C inside the equation. If it passes through the point, the left-hand side of the equation must equal to the right-hand side. So let's start by LHS, left-hand side. Your x is 5. You square it, y is minus 2. You square it, minus 2. This is 5 plus 6 minus 2 minus 19. Now we can see that. So I move this to the right bit. Okay, let's count. This is 25 plus 4 minus 10 minus 12 minus 19. You can use your calculator, everyone. This is 29 minus 29. I think I get minus 12 here. This is, see this is 29, right? This is also 29, right? So I get minus 12. Is it 0? No, non-zero. So it does not equals to your right-hand side. Should I say, to be exact, it's not equals to your right-hand side. So if it's not equals to your right-hand side, means what? Locus of P does not pass through point C. Okay? Is it? Okay, question number 10 from 4, chapter 6, linear law. So let's begin. Now, the table shows values of two variables x and y obtained from an experiment. X and y are related by this equation. Plot xy against x. Okay, so xy against x. So I'm going to redraw my table x and xy. So draw a line. Okay. Like this. I need how many points? I need 6 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the first x value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Xy means 1 times 3.25 is 3.25. 2 times 1.26 is 2.56. 3 times 0.58 is 1. Sorry, I think I better use calculator. Is 1.7674. Yeah, 1.74. Okay, I don't have space. 1.74. 4 times 0.25 is 1.00. 5 times 0.05 is 0.25. Next, 6 times 0.09 is negative 0.54. So guys, I got my x and xy. Okay, now let's start plotting. Okay, before I plot, right, I want to show you how to use your calculator. Guys, I will need a table of values, right? I'm going to show you this. Okay, I hope you can see my calculator, right? So I'm going to use this calculator, class-based calculator, okay? So press menu, go to number 6. Number 6 for statistic, then number 2 for a plus bx, okay? So key in all the x value. The x value are simple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, press equals, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I do my y value. My y value is 3.25, 3.25, followed by 2.56, followed by 1.74, next one, 1, next one, 0.25, next one, negative 0.54. Okay, guys, I got all this. So once you key in all your x and y value, you go to AC first, go to option, go to number 3 for regression calculator. Okay, so now what is the purpose of doing this? Is I want to find my gradient, my y-intercept. Okay, my y-intercept is a 4.04, correct? 4.04. My gradient is negative 0.76176, 4.04. Okay, can I write down? My y-intercept 4.04, my gradient negative 0.76. Okay, so I stand by this first. I know this is what I'm going to get, right? Okay, be careful when you draw this, right? The scale usually is given, but you know this as a negative value. So we got to leave some space below. You're going to go below, okay? All right, the scale is 2 cm to 1 on x, 2 cm to 0.5 on xy. Okay, so I'm going to start because my lowest I should go is negative 0.54, so I need to reserve negative 1. The scale is 0.5, right? So I need negative 1 here. This is negative 1, negative 0.5. This is my horizontal axis. Okay, don't need to draw so far because the question asks us to draw up to 6 only. So maybe I label here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is your x. Okay, this is 0.5. Maybe you only can put 1.0, 1.0, 1.5, 2.0, 2.5, 3.0. My largest is 4.0 something. So we should go all the way, maybe up to 4.5 here. This is your xy. Okay, let me just draw a line going up all the way. Okay, all right, so this is your xy. Okay, all right, now let's start plotting one by one. First one is 1 and 3.25. 1 and 3.25. Where's 3.25? 3.5 says 3.25 is right in between. Okay, that's our first point. Second point is 2 and 2.56. 2. Remember, you can read up to half the smallest box. 2.55 is here. So I think I'll take 2.55. Yeah, either you take 2.55 or 2.575. Yeah, 75 will be in between. 3 and 1.74. Correct? 3 and 1.74. 1.75 is right in the middle. Okay? Correct? 4 and 1. 4 and 1. 5 and 0.25, which is right in the middle. 6 and negative 0.54. I will take 0.55 here. Okay? Right, you notice the line is not all the points lies on the line of best fit, you can see here. But I know my answer, guys, just now from my calculator, because I know this. I know it's 4.04. Or I can think 4.05, right? 4.05, not 4.5. That means I know my answer should be here. The most accurate answer is this, 4.05. Okay, so I start from 4.05. I fix my position. Wait, let's zoom out a bit. I fix my position. You use your long ruler and just draw a line across. Make sure it passes through. Okay, my line is not right. One more time. Make sure it passes through as many points as possible. It's balanced. You want to be balanced, right? Okay, how come my line is not right? It's not straightening, my friend. Oh, no. Straight? Okay, now can. Adjust it. Okay, now you want it to pass through as many points as possible. Can you see? This is quite good, right? First point below, second point slightly above, third point on the line, fourth point. I think this looks quite good. Yeah? Okay. Now, next. Once you got this, okay, the next thing we want to do is find gradient. And my gradient is negative 0.76 just now. So for gradient, I like to use 5 boxes horizontally. You can use other points. So this is 4.05. Okay, the second one I will get 5 and what is this? 5 point what? It looks like you can take this right. 5 and 0.25. Yeah, can 5 and 0.25. Okay, so I'm going to take 4.05 minus 0.25 divide by 0 minus 5. Okay, calculator. 4.05 minus 0.25 divide 0 minus 5. Answer is negative 0.76. Guys, negative 0.76 is my answer. Yeah, it's very, very close already. Yeah, okay. Right. So with that, I'm going to draw my, I'm going to calculate the value of unknown. Okay, but first the question says, use your graph to find the value of x. This is B Roman 1 when your y square equals 4 over x square. So y square equals 4 over x square, right? You can bring your x square up and then I square root both sides. Why? I square root both sides because I need to find xy. Your y-axis is xy. Your xy is now 2. So from the graph 2 is here. You move it across and you move it down. So as you move down, you will get this 2.7. 2.7, right? Hello? So this is 2.7, everybody. So from the graph, your x is 2.7. Okay, so now that I know x is 2.7, we can move on to the next part. Find the value h and k. So this is not in linear form yet. So to convert to linear form, you multiply everybody by x, so it's xy plus square root h times x equals to k squared. Throw this to the right hand side. My xy is negative square root hx plus k squared. So this is your big Y, this is your gradient, this is your big X, and this is your C. Okay, so when you plot xy versus x, you get a straight line with a gradient of negative square root h. So guys, just now my gradient, what do you get? Negative 0.76, correct? So cancel the negative, square both sides. 0.76, if I square it, 0.76, if I square it, I should get this answer, 0.5776. 0.5776. Okay, how about your y-intercept? Everybody? Y-intercept. Your y-intercept is k squared. And it's now, what do you get? 4.05, right? I got 4.05 right here, 4.05. So to find k, I square root it. Okay, what's your k? Square root of 4.05. Answer is 2.012. Yep. Question number 11 is probability distribution. Now, this question is a little bit different from the usual question that we always do. It's a bit different. Okay, so a company produces a type of potato chips and pack them before being marketed. The mass of the packet of chips ranging from 75 gram to 80 gram will be accepted for marketing, while a mass of packet of chips that's out of the range will be sent for repacking. So the given table shows the mass of packet of chips and the number of packets in the ratio. Okay, so find the mean number of packets chips marketed in the if the company produced 5,000 packet chips. Okay, this is a ratio. The ratio actually represents your what? Your probability. So you notice 1 plus 97 plus 2 is what? 100, right? So isn't this your probability? Okay, picture this. What is your n now? 5,000. You're finding what? The mean packet of chips marketed. So you can only market them if they fall in this category. Anything smaller than 75 gram or bigger than 80 gram, something is wrong, right? So they have to send for repacking. So what we'll do is we take 97 over 100. What is 97 over 100? 0.97. So 97% of the time, they are sent for marketing. I mean to sell, basically. Okay. So what is your mean? Remember, mean is NP. N is 5,000. P is 0.97. So if a factory produces 5,000 packet, on average, how many packet will be sent for marketing? I mean, to be marketed, sorry, not for marketing, to be marketed. Answer, 4,850. Okay, this is your mean. Mean is your average. All right, next. If 6 packets of chips are chosen at random, find exactly 2 packets will be sent for repacking. Okay, so here what we want is what? What is X? Number of chips sent for repacking. Don't need to write all this definition. So why do I do this? I want you to know that this is a binomial, right? But what's the probability? What's your n? You are choosing 6 packets, correct? What is the probability sent for repacking? 97% of the time, you can sell it straight away. 3% of the time, or 0.03, or you can say 1 plus 2 divided by 100. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 divided by 100 is 0.03. So 3% of time, you have to send for repacking. So what is the probability that exactly 2 of them send for repacking? Answer, 6 choose 2. P power 2. Q power 6 minus 2. Now you can type in the manual way, or you can use the other calculator. I'll show you this first, then I'll show you the other calculator. 6C2, 0.03 square times 0.97 power 4. This will give us very small number, 0.01195. 0.01195. Okay. All right. This is Roman 2. Now let's look at Roman 3. If a manager chooses 10 packets randomly from the repacking unit, find the probability he will get more than 2 packets of chips that have a mass below the range. Okay, do you understand this question? This is actually called conditional probability. Because indirectly, yeah. Okay. So guys, the manager chooses 10 packets from where? From where? Repacking. Which one is sent for repacking? Hey, guys, which part is sent for repacking? This. Right? This part, right? So the question says, find the probability he will get more than two packets that have mass below the range. Which one is below the range? This one. So here's the thing. What is X now? What is X now? Number of chips below the range from, maybe we call it repacking unit. Repacking unit. This is what repacking unit. Yeah, you say repacking unit, right? Okay. So what's your N? You choose 10 packets. Okay. What is the chances that you get the one below the range? Below range is 1. From the repacking unit total, got how many? 3. So your probability is 1/3. Understand? So this part here a bit confusing. Some people may not understand what the question wants. So what's the probability? He will get more than 2 packets. More than 2. Okay, more than 2. Are you going to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Yes, 1 minus what? 1 minus 0, 1, and 2. Because more than 2 means 3 onwards. I don't want 0, 1, 2. I want 3 onwards. So we can use the formula, but very annoying and very long. What's your N? 10. C0. What's your P? 1/3 power 0. What's your Q? 2/3 power 10 minus 0. Wow, I don't know whether I got enough space to write all this. Minus 10C1, 1/3 power 1, 2/3 power 10 minus 1. I minus 1 more, 10C2, 1/3 power 2, 2/3 power 10 minus 2. Okay, for me, I would not use the normal way. I'll use my calculator. So guys, calculator, use this calculator. Okay, how do I do it? I show you here, menu. Okay, wait. Go back to the normal menu first. Normally we press menu 7. 7 for normal, for distribution. So you press 4 for binomial PD. Okay, let's say for example, I want to do this. This is binomial PD. PD takes a specific value. For example, I want x equals 2, n is 6, p is 0.03. I'm using the first part, right? So you press binomial PD, go to variable, x is 2, n is 6, right? p is 0.03. You press equals. There you go. 1195, right? Correct? This is what I got just now, right? But this time we are not finding this. We are finding, you go to 7, we go to binomial CD. CD means cumulative density. That means you count up to. You see, what 1 is more than 2. But when you do CD, you're counting 0, 1, 0, 1, 2. You count up to 2. What I want is more than 2. What I don't want is less equals to 2. So to do less equals to 2, we use this CD thing. Press 2 for variable. Press 2 here. Your n is now 10. What's your probability? 1/3. 1/3. So guys, you should get 0.2991. Okay, so it's 1 minus 0.2991. Yeah, as I do 1 minus 0.2991, I should get 0.7009. Okay, let me write this down. 0.7009. You can use the normal way, the manual way, but it's just a bit long. You can type a lot one by one, right? So this calculator function is a bit faster. The next part is this. This is normal distribution. Okay, so let's start. A random variable x is normally distributed with x follow this. This one is your mean, and this is your variance. If your variance is 25, what's your standard deviation? Standard deviation is 5. Now, given that probability x more than k is 1/4 probability x less equals to k. So maybe I do a sketch here. This is called a standard normal distribution. Okay, one moment. I need on my table. Okay. So here, this is what we call a random normal distribution. It's not a standard normal distribution. This is x versus fx. So where's your k? Your k more x more than k is 1/4 x less than k. So maybe I put k here. This is x more than k, correct? This is 1/4 of the whole thing. 1/4 or less than k. That means this is, should I say, we know total probably is 1, right? We know px less equals to k plus px greater than k is 1. So less equals to k will be what? Less equals to k should be if you times over 4 times of more than k. So I take this as sub inside. So this is 4 of x more than k plus x more than k equals to 1. So 5 of x more than k equals to 1. X more than k is 1 over 5. 1 over 5 is 0.2. Maybe I use 0.2. Okay, I just write 1/5 first. Okay, actually you don't have to write so long, guys, because why? They say this part is a quarter of this part. So that means that the ratio is 1:4. This is 1, this is 4. So that means that px greater equals to k, greater than k, should be 1 over 5, right? Because the whole thing is 5, right? Your total area is 5. So we can actually jump straight to this. Now, let us standardize. Change from x to z minus your mean. What's your mean? 12. Mean is 12. What's your standard deviation? 5. This is 0.2. Here we have to read from the table. Where's 0.2? Okay, I'm going to use my table here, right? 0.2. 0.2. Okay, you got to slowly find. 0.2 is here. Pick the value slightly more. 0.2005. I must subtract 5 from the last digit. Move across, move up. What do you see? 0.842. 842. Okay, let me show you here. 0.842. Okay, so we know your k minus 12 over 5 is 0.842. Now you can also use your calculator. Okay, let me show you here using this calculator. Menu 7. Go to number 3, inverse norm. Area 0.2, press equals. But remember, the calculator will give us negative, because calculator read from the left hand side. Just drop the negative, 0.842, right? 3 decimal only, z value 3 decimal, 0.842, yeah, same answer. You get exactly the same if you were to use your table. Okay, so take 0.842, you times with 5, so you get 4.21. Then you plus 12, 16.21. There you go. That's your k value. Okay, so let's talk about the next one. This is Form 5, Chapter 8, Kinematics of Linear Motion. So let's begin. We have two particles here, A and B. The velocity functions are given. All right. You're supposed to find maximum velocity of particle A. Okay, maximum velocity happens when your acceleration is 0. So how to find acceleration from velocity? We differentiate your velocity. Look at velocity here, right? You're finding acceleration of A. Differentiate this, you get 24 minus 8t. You let your A be 0. Okay? Bring it over. 8t is 24. What's your t? T is 3. Take this t equals 3, put inside your A. That'll be your maximum velocity. 24 times 3 minus 4, 3 square minus 20. So you have 24 here, times 3, 4 times 9, minus 20, you should get 16. Yeah, maximum velocity is 16. All right, next, find the time in second when particle A and B meet. Now, when will they meet? When displacement of A equals to displacement of B. So to find displacement of A, you got to integrate your velocity. Integrate velocity, you get displacement. So integrate 1 by 1. This will be t squared divided by 2. 24 divided by 2 is 12. This is 4t cubed over 3 minus 20t plus c. Okay, now both particles starts from the same point. Actually, the question, they say after passing through point O. Fixed point O is your starting point. So when T is 0, this is pretty standard. S is 0, therefore C is 0. So your displacement function for A is this. Okay, then we go and find displacement function for B. we're going to integrate this. This is our displacement function for b, 24t minus 25. So this is 12t squared, 25t plus c. Again, because both particles start at the same point, s equals t0, s0, c0, right? So your displacement for b is 12t squared minus 25t. Okay, now when will they meet? When SA equals to SB, your SA is 12t squared minus 4 over 3t cubed minus 20t. Your SB is 12t squared minus 25t. Now, good news is you notice we can cancel 12t squared, 12t squared. Okay, I just have to bring this over to the left-hand side or bring to the right, up to you. Maybe I bring everything to the right, guys. I bring, because I don't like the negative 4. The 4 over 3, right? I bring to the right, so it's positive 4 over 3t cubed. Minus 20 bring to the right, it becomes minus 5t. Here I multiply everybody by 3, 4t cubed minus 15t equals 0. Factorize your t, 4t squared minus 15 equals 0. T can't be 0, guys. So t should be what? T squared is 15 over 4. When you square root it, 15 divided by 4, you should get 1.936. Okay, so you got a time in second when both particles meet. Okay, next, find the distance traveled by particle A in the first 5 seconds. Okay, so this one is very long. We need to know whether the particle changes direction or not. So let me do it here because I might not have enough space, right? Okay, let me try to zoom out. Okay, we need to find the time when the particle changes direction first. Okay, so when will it change direction? The particle will change direction when your v is 0. Okay, let me squeeze in here. Va equals 0. So take 24t minus 4t squared minus 20, let it be 0. For me, I'll divide by negative 4 to make the number smaller. 60 plus 5. So notice we can factorize 1 and 5. So your t is either 1 or 5. Okay, the particle actually changes direction twice. Okay, today if I take this graph and I sketch it, right? The graph actually looks like this. This is 1, this is 5. So displacement, velocity time graph, right? The area under the graph represents the total distance traveled. If you want to find the total distance traveled in the first 5 seconds, right, you got to integrate separately. This is 0 to 1, this is 1 to 5. Okay, but I don't need to use integration. Why? Because I already have my displacement function. Everybody, my displacement function for A is this one. I got it ready, right? So I just have to substitute inside. So, okay, your total distance will be, we take this is S1 minus S0. I modulus it. Why modulus? Because the area cannot be negative. The distance traveled cannot be negative. You're finding distance is a scalar quantity. It's positive, no negative. S5 minus S1. Okay, so to find S1, right, I sub inside 12 times 1 square 4 over 3 times 1 cube minus 20 times 1. S0 is 0. Then you plus S5. Wow, this one very hard to write. 12 times 5. Wait, why is it not moving? 12 times 5 square minus 4 over 3 times 5 cube, 20 times 5. Okay, actually the second one no need modulus, sorry. The first one you need to put modulus, second one no need. But it is okay if you put modulus also, no problem, it's not wrong. 12, 1 square, 4 over 3. Ayo, keep writing the wrong thing. This is 1, and then minus 20 times 1. Okay, so let's count. use my calculator. Sorry, I need to use a calculator here. Okay, what is S? S will be 12 x squared minus 4 over 3. I like to use unknown x so that I can substitute faster. This is cube minus 20x. Okay, so let's press calculate. Let's start with 1. 1 will give us 28 over 3. So 28 over 3, you modulus, correct? Cannot see it. Wait now. Next one, let's continue with 5. Let's put 5 inside. If I put 5 inside, I get 100 over 3. You minus negative 28 over 3. Okay? Right. So this will give us, I think 128 plus another 28. Then I divide by 3. Answer is 52. Okay. So question number 13, this is index number. All right. So let me zoom out a bit. So diagram shows information related to the ingredient used to make a type of food. So you're given that the price of ingredient C decreased by 20% from 2018 to 2020. So this is your X. So when we say decrease by 20%, so what is your X? 100, you minus 20, you get what? 80? So remember, index is always based on 100. Your max, if it's unchanged, is 100. If it reduces, it'll be less than 100. Increases, it'll be more than 100. Okay, so that is Roman 1. Roman 2, how to find y? 2 divided by y times 100 is 80. Find your y. So let's take 200 divided by 80. 200 divided by 80, answer 2.5. 2 ringgit 50 cents. Okay? All right. Next, part B. The percentage of usage for several ingredients. Okay, sorry. Given a table, calculate the composite index for 2020 based on 2018. So here you're given percentage, right? So normally I like to simplify and find a weightage to the lowest term. Is easier to calculate. But if you don't simplify, it's still okay. So I divide everything by 5. I get 12. Divide by 5, I get 7. Divide by 5, I get 1. So let me do part B here. Your composite index will be, take the individual price index 108 times 12, 104 times 7, 80 times 1, divide with your total ratio 12, 7, 1. Okay, so calculator, let us take 108 times 12, 104 times 7, 80 divide by 20. Yeah? So I got 105.2. All right, that is part B. Okay, part C. The cost of making a packet of food increased by 40% from year 2020 to 21. Okay, so the selling price of the packet of food is 43 ringgit with a profit of 5 ringgit in the year 2021. Calculate the cost of making the packet of food in year 2018. Okay, we can do it this way. We use the chain rule first because we know there are 3 years involved. The first year is 2018. Second is 2020. Third year is 2021. Now, we know the composite index is 105.2. 105.2 means increase by 5.2%. Then they say from 2020 to 2021, increase by 40%. So we have to find the overall increment. So you're finding this 18 to 21. How you write this up to you? You don't even have to write this notation. I can just call it I, right? I is the overall increment. So we take 105.2 times 140 divided by 100. So what do you get? 105.2 times 140 divide by 100. I got this 147.28. Okay, so that means an overall increase by 47.28%. Okay, now the thing is, you are given what? You're given the selling price of the food is 43 ringgit. Profit is 5 ringgit in year 2021. So what is your cost in 2021? Your cost in 2021 is, or you can call it P21. Yeah, P21 is what? Your selling price is 43. You minus your profit, your cost is 38 ringgit. Yeah, you can put RM now, better put RM there. So your cost is RM38. What are we finding? We are finding the cost in the year 2018. So we have to use this index, right? This is your composite index. You have to use this index, right? So price in 2021 is 38 ringgit. Price in 2018, I don't know. You times 100, you get 147.28. So find out this value, okay? So everybody, we take 38 times 100 divide 147.28. Okay, 0.28. Your answer is 25 ringgit 80 cent. 25 ringgit 80 cent. Okay, not difficult. Okay, next question is from 4, chapter 9, solution triangle. So diagram shows quadrilateral. Point E is an intersection of straight line AC and BD. Yeah? Okay, given an area of triangle ABC is equal to triangle BCD. So these two triangles have the same area. The first triangle is this 1, 2, 3. This is the first triangle, the red one. Second one is the green one. 1, 2, 3. They share the same area. So area triangle, we can use half AB sin C. And they give us this one more information. Your ABC is 143. This angle is 143. And you're supposed to find BCD, this angle. So we can start by saying area of ABC equals to area of triangle ACD. For ABC, we take half AB sin C. For ACD is half AB sin BCD. Okay, so let's calculate that. Let's count. So the first one is half times 2.8 times 3 times sine 143. So this gives us, calculated in degree mode. Sometimes we use radian. Degree mode. Yeah. Okay, you don't have to count this one by one. You can actually do it straight away. Okay, did I count only BCD? I wrote this wrongly. This is BCD. BCD. Okay. All right. So I found this already. Immediately, I times 2, divide by 3, divide 3.6. This is your sine value. Don't have to write this. We can immediately, this is your sine BCD. If you want, you write the whole thing, right? Sometimes not very accurate, right? So immediately we shift sine answer equals, what's the angle? 27.91. Okay, so here's the thing. BCD, do I write 27.91? Hello? Guys, do I write 27.91? No. Why not? Why not? It's obtuse. Yeah, if it's obtuse, what must I do? This is more than 90, right? Yeah, this angle more than 90, right? More than 90, what must I do? 180 minus, yes. So remember that. So it's 152.09. Yeah, 152.09. Okay, this is A Roman 1. A Roman 2, I'm finding the length of CE. Okay, to find length of CE, right? Okay, first of all, guys, we solve. I want to find CE. Before we find CE, we know AE already. AE is 4. We know this is 4. We just have to find AC. Okay, how to find AC? We use cosine rule. AC square is 2.8 square, 3 square, 2 times 2.8 times 3 cos 143. So what's your AC? Calculator. So we take 2.8 square plus 3 square minus 2 times 2.8 times 3 times cos 143. So answer square root 5.501. Correct? 5.501. Okay, but that's not what I'm finding. I'm finding EC or CE. CE will be 5.501 minus 4, 1.501. That is the length of CE. Okay? Now, I've got CE with it. Next, find the length of BE. Okay, so to find the length of BE, okay, let me just rub this off. I need you guys to focus on, before I find BE, right? I want to find BE, but I don't have enough information here because this triangle, right? I don't have enough information for this triangle. I would need to get this angle first. Now, to get this angle, we already have this length. We know this angle, 143. We know AC. AC is what? 5.501. We need to find this angle. We know the opposite side. So we need to find BAC or BAE first. Okay, so let's do sine angle BAC divide by 3 sine 143 divide by 5.501. So angle BAC is therefore, calculator, sine 143 divide by 5.501 times 3. Whatever I'm getting here, shift sign, answer equals 19.16. 19.16. Okay? Right, so let me write this down. This is 19.16. Okay, after I got this 19.16, I want you to focus on this smaller triangle. Why? So I'm finding BE. And I know AE already. Guys, what's your AE? AE is 5. AE is 4, right? AE is given, right? It's 4, right? It's 4, right? Okay, I use cosine rule now to find BE. Okay, so let's do BE. BE square is 2.8 square plus 4 square, 2 times 2.8 times 4 cos 19.16. Okay, calculator, 2.8 square, wait, plus 4 square minus 2 times 2.8 times 4 times cos 19.16. So whatever I'm getting here, square root, answer 1.637. Yeah, B is 1.637. Okay, guys, I got my BE. Okay, now that I got BE, next, they say sketch triangle ABC, which has a different shape from triangle ABC earlier with the primer, such as AC prime equals AC. Okay, now let's do this. AC prime equals AC means what? This length doesn't change. I have to fix this length. Okay, now BC prime equals BC. Okay, BC also cannot change. Angle BAC also cannot change. Okay, if angle BAC cannot change, right, this angle must be fixed. Just that BC, right, look at this original diagram is obtuse angle here. So you need to flip this outside. Okay, sorry, yeah, it looks very ugly. You draw this. The triangle looks like this, right? So that your B here, you see, your B prime, C prime doesn't change. This length doesn't change. It's still 3. This AC doesn't change. This angle doesn't change. Can you see that? So the triangle that you have to draw, okay, let me just draw nicely here, is 1, 2, 3. Okay, looks something like this. This is your A prime, C prime, B prime, where this angle should be 19.16. Yeah, you have to swing it out if you like. Yeah, flip it outside. This length remain the same, 3 cm. Okay, your AC, I don't need to label, I don't know the length. I do know this, what else I know? Okay, yes, I know AC, 5.501. Okay, complete. Okay, but also the question say, you're supposed to state the size of ABC. Okay, now we know originally this is 143. Guys, this is 143, right? So the angle next to this is what? How to calculate this angle? 180 minus 143. So 180 minus 143, that would be 30 what? 37. So this is 37. If this is 37, this also 37. So they are both 37, right? So that's why this angle is 37. That's it. Okay, question number 15. This is your linear programming from 5, chapter 7. So they say additional mathematics panel will organize a seminar score for some students from class A and class B. The number of students from class A is X, number of students from class B is Y, number of students selected is based on the following constraint. The maximum number of students is 80. Okay, I'm going to write the inequality straight away because the question say write 3 inequality, right? Class A is X, class B is Y. Maximum means less equals to 80. So this is your first inequality. Number of students from class B is Y, exceed student from class A less than 10. So when they say Y is more than X, right? So it's Y minus X. Exceed is Y is more than X. Okay, less than 10. Maybe they should say by less than 10. Yeah, by less than 10 means it cannot be more than 10. Can it be equal to 10? Can. Yeah, so it's non-inclusive. Okay, next. The minimum number of students from class B is 15. Class B is Y. Minimum is 15, so greater equals 15. Guys, you write down 3 inequality, you got 3 marks already. Now, then they say use a scale of 2 cm to 10 students on both axes, construct. Okay, I like to use table of values, x plus y equals 80. I would take x equals 0, y equals 80, y equals 0, x equals 80. This is my first table of values for first graph. Second graph, y minus x equals to 10. Let me use x and y. X is 0, y is 10. Can I use y0? Cannot, because if I use y equals 0, my x will be negative. Pick another value. Maybe you can just take x equals to 40, y will be 50. Any other points? Yeah, as long as you have 2 points, you can draw a straight line. Okay, the question really said 2 cm to 10 unit. Okay, so let me start drawing. Unlike linear law, right, all your x value and y value here is always positive. So you don't need to worry about out of bound. It's always like enough space. Yeah, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 80 is just nice. Yeah, because your maximum is 80 here. Okay, this is 80. That is your x. Okay, then you do your y. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. I cannot see it. Correct? Oh, maybe my 90 should be higher. Yeah, just put up to 100. This is your y. Okay, so let's draw. Okay, so let's start with the first one. 0, 80, 80, 0. So it's a straight line. Okay, one more time. My line not so straight. Right. Oh, line is very awful. Okay, let me draw one more time. It's a bit off. Let's start from this point. Draw all the way down. Right. This is better. Okay, so this is x plus y equals 80. Okay, second one is y minus x equals to 10. So I use 0, 10, and 40, 50. 0, 10 is here. 40, 50 is around here. Okay, adjust it. Okay, one more time. Okay, but one thing about this line, right, guys, this is supposed to be a dotted line, not solid line. Everybody? So I use a solid line, then I trace my dotted line on top, and I erase it. You all use the dotted line directly from your pencil. Just use dotted line. Okay, so let me rub this off. Yeah, this is y minus x equals to 10. Okay, the third one is 15, right? X greater equals to 15. Where's 15? 15 is a horizontal line here. So y equals 15. So where's the shaded region, guys? Your shaded region is here. It is less equals to 80, less than y is less than x plus 10, and the last one is greater equals 15, right? This is your region R. Okay, so normally we use symbol R to represent the region. Okay, all right, mentioned here, question says share the region R. Okay, so now that I've done this, okay, next, find the maximum number of students from class B. Okay, so what is the maximum number of students from class B? Class B is your y value. Okay, look at the diagram. What's the largest value y? If you look at a point intersection, a lot of people tend to take this 45. You cannot take 45. Why? Why can't we take 45? Because it's non-inclusive. So you can only take 44. Can I take 45? It must be on the region here. 45 is here, right? 45 is on the line. 44. Yeah? You must take the region inside. The line inside you cannot take. Yeah? So it's 44, not 45. Okay? That's your maximum. So come back to this. So maximum number of students from class B, y maximum is 44. Okay, lastly, they say that the last part a bit interesting, a bit different. You got to think a little bit, a bit keyboard. So all students that participate in the seminar have to pay registration fee. Every student from class B have paid a deposit of 4 ringgit. Students from class A make full payment on that day. Calculate the balance of payment that has to be paid by each student from class B, such that number of students from class B is maximum and total collection from all students that day is 400. Okay, so what do you understand from this question? Okay, class B, right? They already pay okay. Can we say class B, they have paid deposit of how much? Deposit how much? RM 4 ringgit. What is the balance that they have to pay? I don't know. Can they call it RMH? Now I don't use K because K is usually used as objective function, right? So now class A, they pay on the spot. On the day itself, they have to pay what? Amount to be paid by class A should be what? They pay the same amount. This is not like class A pay less, class B pay more. They pay the same amount. But class B, they already pay a deposit of 4 ringgit. So they have to pay the balance. For example, deposit 4 ringgit, balance 3 ringgit, let's say. So what is the amount that class A has to pay? 4 plus H. Isn't it? Do you understand the question now? Yeah? B already paid deposit 4 ringgit. They pay a balance on the day. Class A, they pay the lump sum together one shot. So the total amount that class A has to pay is 4 plus H. Okay, now then the question, we're going to form an objective function. Okay, so how much class A has to pay? 4 plus H. How many students from class A? X. How much class B has to pay on that day? H ringgit times 1. Because the question says total collection from all students on that day. So is K. K is your objective function. Yeah. K is your objective function. Is the total amount to be paid. Total amount, or should I say total collection? Your total collection on that day put that day is K. So is 4 plus H, X for class A, H times Y for class B, total is K. But the question says it must be maximum, right? Number of student maximum from class B, right? Okay, when number of student maximum from class B, okay, tell me, when is 44, what's your A? 30 what? Can you read for me? 30 what? 36? Is it 36? 36, right? Yeah, sometimes I cannot see clearly. You want maximum? 36. Okay. You want maximum? Maximum must be higher, further to the right. Okay.
Yeah, that's
36, okay. So let's go back to this one. So we sub in the maximum. Yeah, sorry. The maximum happens. Why this thing keep running? Sorry. It's not listening to me. It has a mind on its own. Okay. So we sub in the coordinate. Okay, sorry, what's your coordinate? Sub in 36. Your X is 36. Your Y is 44. 36, 44. And K is what? What's your K? 400. Sorry, my N also looks ugly. N is 44. So 4 plus H times 36, H times Y, 44. The result is 400. Okay. Yeah, it should be equal to 400 because your total collection that day is 400. Yeah. So it must be equal to 400. So let's solve this. This one you can expand. 36 times 4 is 144. This is 36H plus 44H equals to 400. 36 plus 44 is 80H. 400 minus 144 is 256, right? So what is 256? You divide by 80, you should get 3 ringgit and 20 cents. So amount that class B has to pay on that day, yeah, you're finding what? You're finding balance of payment that to be collected from class B, right? Is 3 ringgit and 20 cents. So a bit kebat, yeah, a bit different. You got to think a little bit, right? So it's not like a standard exam question. Yep. All right, guys. That's the end of discussion for this paper. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following. Yep. Hope to see you guys in our next discussion.